Weeks 1 and 2 went really, really well, obviously winning both of those games, also against division rivals. Coincidentally enough, this episode is going to feature 2 more division matchups where we have the Jets now, and then we already finish our series against the Miami Dolphins. Now, Week 1 and 2 were great, but not without their struggles, their challenges, and those challenges going forward are going to be trying to get pressure up the middle without Christian Barmore, and then having a good backup running back game with Keaton Mitchell also out for 5 weeks, with Christian Barmore for 4, technically 3 and 4 with this next week coming up. Also, that early bye week we talked about, which we were aiming for and hoping for, is going to come in very clutch. I believe that's in week 6. You can see the Packers sneaking onto the upcoming games list. Got some breaking news kind of stuff. J.J. McCarthy and Caleb Williams facing off. Division rivalry. Baker Mayfield and the Browns. Not that big of a deal. No player of the week this time around, but let's take a look at who did win them. You have Kenny Pickett deservingly with 6 touchdowns. Anthony Richardson with 5 total touchdowns. Quay Walker with 2 fumble recoveries and a force, with DJ Reed having 2 interceptions. And I was going to go into the focus scouting right away, but you know what? Just in case you're forgetting what the roster looks like, you might as well take a look at the roster first, so then we can also make a decision on, who we want to focus our scouting on. This is what the offense looks like, looking pretty good. The offensive line has been great so far. The receivers have been pretty good, and obviously, as long as Ramondre's there, the run game's going to be good. And then defensively, obviously looking a little different with Barmore out. Defensive tackle could be another position we focus on in the draft. I think linebackers and edge, though, are probably going to be our biggest concerns. Even though the edge hasn't been necessarily that bad so far, we know that sooner or later it's going to get stagnant like it always does, and we're going to get figured out, and it's just going to be a bad time pass rush-wise. But yeah, for the focus scouting, I think we already kind of talked ourselves into it. It's probably going to be focusing on edge. Do we need some new scouts to do so? That's the point, though. Our national scouts, great. DN and DT, I agree. Those are probably the biggest positional needs. You have middle linebacker and safety, middle linebacker and outside linebacker, inside of the O-line and OT, and then linebacker, inside linebacker. Of course, we're going to have to kind of change these up potentially. I think the central scout is good, though, even though the weakness is middle linebacker there. But you look across the board, there's no side that is, strength middle linebacker. Do we have any other positional fits? Safety middle linebacker. So middle linebacker sucks, in general this year, it seems. Tackle, okay. DT strong safety. We even have somebody that's DT strong safety. I guess we can move Stokes to the southeast. And then move Anissa to the west, I suppose. Outside linebacker, interior of the line. Actually, the tackles would be really good there. So we're going to move Hayes over to the west, Stokes to the southeast, and I think just by, defaults, Anissa to the northeast. And apparently we've already freaking lost our opportunity at that, huh? Sweet. Why can I even manage? What can I manage here? Can I even fire them? Well, I've lost my window. Oh well. I suppose you only get a 5% extra efficiency with some of these, so it's not really even that big of a deal. But let's take a look at the Jets, see if they have any injuries. Obviously, we do. They do not. And then we'll have to take a look at what that roster looks like before we can get into the weekly strategy. Don't know what I need to strategize against because I don't know what we're going against. They could have cleaned completely of their house. Justice Kelly's the quarterback. It looks good. It looks decent. Short accuracy, medium accuracy is great. Deep accuracy, not so much, but that's kind of the accuracy that is hit or miss for most quarterbacks in the league anyways. Breece Hall looks amazing as always. Wide receivers, Garrett Wilson looks great. Mike Williams at number 2, maybe not the best bet, but Shaheed with all that speed, number 3, is definitely a good addition. I don't know why every division rival seems to have a wide receiver named Broyles, differently spelled, but same pronunciation. Looking at the tight ends, they got a new rookie tight end, Stephen Pollard. Probably should be the starter, but Tyler Conklin does, I suppose, right now look better. Left tackle's amazing. Left guard's okay. Center's pretty good. Right guard's pretty good. Right tackle is iffy. Left end solid. Right end solid. DT amazing. Left out wrong scheme, kind of, right? I think this is a 4-3, or at least their roster should be built like a 4-3. Middle linebacker, not that fast, but he's smart. Middle linebacker 2, very athletic. Number 3, very athletic. Number 4, who's actually playing outside linebacker, very athletic, and Quincy Williams. Corner 1's great. Reed, we just seen, had 2 interceptions. And then the 1-year Starks makes for a really good trio of corners. Byard's still pretty smart, but he is very slow. So maybe somebody we can attack. And then Donovan Wilson, also very slow. Kicker, not good. Punter, not bad. This is a tough one. As far as what they do, obviously we're going to try to stop the run. Outside run is apparently their number one thing. And the toughness about this is that they feel like, I feel like the deep ball should be what works here, but we've just never really been a deep ball team, so I don't really see why that would make sense to go for. Running the ball, it doesn't look great either. Weirdly enough, I'm going to go run outside. It sounds like that's what I'm about to do. And then these are going to be our focus players still, I think. And only one upgrade point before we head into week 3 against the Jets. Keyshawn Virgil, who will get a bunch of upgrades. 2 to trucking, which is cool. 2 to route running, 2 to medium route running, short route running, the first one. And 2 to release, a couple of catching upgrades in there as well. Definitely developing slowly over time here. If I was him, though, I'd probably be looking for a trade. Don't know what's going to happen there. And here we are at home, looking at Polk, though, already up to 4 receiving touchdowns on the year. Not a whole lot of yards, but through 2 games, not bad. 70 yards per game with 4 touchdowns. On par for a really, really good season compared to last year. And it's going to be the first game where we aren't playing in primetime, which a little surprising because, you got the first 2 games were division rival primetime games. Why not make it a third straight? And for this one, we are wearing the red alternate uniforms. They're wearing all white. I was like, let's throw something here. Sadly, don't have red pants to go with it, but it's okay. It's fine. We look great. And we're hoping to start the season off 3-0. And to no one's surprise, we are kicking the ball off again first. I will say I actually did want to get the ball first on this one, but they just won't have it. They just won't have it. We have them, everyone in our, we're in their heads, okay? We say we want the ball first. We really don't want the ball first. We're just tricking them. No matter what, we get what we want because we're in their heads. They're like, okay, you can have the ball first. It's like, yeah, I did want it. And if, we don't get it, it's like, haha, trick them into taking the ball first. We have it all figured out. Kelly, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's like a 4th as good as our quarterback. Technically, maybe even worse because we don't have a pick yet. Don't want to jinx it, but kind of already did. As they're going to run the ball early, and there's a bounce off for Breece Hall, who gains 5. Interior of this D-line is definitely going to be a problem. Breece Hall, though, 66 yards last week. Still showing that this offensive line has a ways to go. Can't really assume that it's Breece Hall's fault that they didn't run the ball well. He is one of the best running backs in the league at this point. Breece Hall fighting for a gain of about 4. That ball just kind of chips out there. And we're going to be bringing the blitz. No safety help, so if it's a go route, we're in trouble. And we're not going to get there. Breece is going to find his way for another 3 to 4 for a first down. We kind of got it right. We said run the ball, but to the outside, it's been pretty much all inside runs, and this time nowhere to go. Ojulari and company are going to take him down for a gain of nothing. And for the home team, we apparently have a boost in tackling, which is cool. What the hell is that? Was it a cup of Gatorade? Over the middle. Found his man. We missed the hit stick. Garrett Wilson breaking all the tackles. Going to gain about 13 and another first down. No Davante Adams in sight. Might even be retired at this point, to be fair. Can't get off the blocks. Dial trying to bring him down. And I got to say, the Jets are playing very similar to the way we would be playing. They're playing it smart. Can I move him over? Okay, gets a D-line last second. Try to swat. Timing was a little off to the outside. Really good throw. Another first down at Mike Williams. Getting everyone involved so far. Their offense is doing pretty good. This is where, we kind of strike. All it takes is 1. Oh, never mind. All it takes is none. As Tyler Conklin's wide open. That kind of was my fault. I had the deep purple, but that was a little bit further than a deep purple. Maybe you can cover that, but typically that's going to be the blue that's going to probably have a chance there. And, Gonzalez is on nobody. Although I did feel like we were on him. Did I actually analog stick switch him, even though I was trying to break off of the block? Actually, what happened is the ball was probably in the air, and they switched me because I analog sticked. I don't think we had a chance at that no matter what. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Either way, it's a really good drive for the Jets, as Harper is going to bounce that to the 37-yard line. Not a bad starting field position for this Patriots offense that is, once again, trying not to jinx it, started off pretty damn strong. 8 touchdowns, 0 picks, 538 yards for Drake May, who has only missed 10 out of 54 throws. And there has been risk, there has been throwaways, so don't try to, brush it off. It's been a pretty good start. Trap play, double teaming Quinnen, which I don't know how that works on a trap, to be honest, is maybe that's how it works, as Jermaine Johnson gets in untouched. Good halfback stretch set up, but I think we're going to go with stick. I mean, that's pretty good coverage, and, I mean, the throw's a little overthrown, but it would have been a tough catch anyways. 3rd and 11. Didn't do a great job of setting up a manageable 3rd down, but we're going to the old bread and butter, the screen pass. Stevenson's out there. And maybe we cut it too far inside. Stevenson's going to make it a 4th and 1. I think they look pretty good on offense. There's a pretty damn good chance that they convert anyways, or they get a touchdown drive anyways, no matter where their starting field position is. So what's the decision? I think you go for it. I just don't know what play. A lot of players on the line. Is anyone even on Patton? I mean, I'm just going to predetermine that to the rook. Great catch. I mean, that was easy. I don't know what they're doing. Even if you're not actually pressing, you got to at least get up to the line. Otherwise, we're going to have that freebie. No matter how fast you are, you're just not going to get back in time. And we're going to, predetermine the leverage again, and this time a 13-yarder to Polk. They're going to booth, or they're going to challenge this, actually. 1st and 10 challenge, which they don't win. Not sure what kind of power play or whatever they think they got going on, but that was not a good decision. And I can't believe he actually covered that. Great job by Faulkner to catch it, though. Great concentration. He was shading it like he was going to drop off for the deep in and still just chased it all the way. But it's a great play by us and, a really nice setup on 2nd and short. And there's going to be a wide open Faulkner. I really love that he cut outside because it's a touchdown instead of a 1st down. At first, I was kind of like, oh, why didn't you just sit down? It's a free 1st down. He wanted it all, and he got it all. Touchdown, Trey Faulkner. We're on the board with 7. Well, 6. The game's all tied up, assuming we hit our extra point. Beautiful play. Great block on Sauce Gardner by, I would assume, Patton. Might have been actually Douglas. Couldn't tell who it was. And an answer back. So far, a bit more of a passing team than running team. I think teams are... They're trying to force us into that, which so far it's worked out for us. Breece Hall, gain of 4. They've been very patient this game. I feel like even maybe as soon as the last time we played this Jets team, they had a game where Breece didn't even have 10 carries, and he almost has that in the 1st quarter. So they're learning on both sides of the ball right now. Kelly playing it really safe, gets that throw out there for a few. He was going to scramble. I think we had him kind of like wrapped up, and he decided, pull it back and then let it rip. It's a good play. 3rd and 3. Kelly's looking a little more comfortable than last year. And that's a wide open drag. Yep, that is exactly where I would have went as well. Good tackle low. It's a big fella. To the 47-yard line, Mike Williams. Big conversion. Coming a little bit of a blitz for Jelani. Might be coming in with the blitz at the wrong spot, though. And we are. Gamble. Huge hit. They're going to call that early. I don't think so. 6-yarder. Could have been worse. Crazy part is they're, once again, doing what we normally do, and they haven't really have opened up the pass game that much. Coming with the blitz, and, the quick short out is going to be there. What a tackle. I'm going to call it late. Try to go for a strip. I'm not really sure how that's late. To the 2nd quarter, the Jets are giving us a pretty good game so far. They're looking just as lethal as us, if not more. More efficient. A lot of tight ends, and you can only imagine it's going to be a run. And it will be. We're containing with Gamble, who's, once again, having a really good start to his season. Full season as a starter so far has gone perfectly. And Gamble gets picked up, but holds his own against a lineman and takes down Breece Hall almost one-on-one, because it was actually 2-on-1, really. And now Breece Hall's injured. Relying on him heavily so far. And I gotta say, that could be a massive injury. Screen pass. Oh, and he breaks the tackle. Braylon Allen, the big fella. We maybe went out of position with that pick for whatever reason, and that's a huge play for Braylon Allen. That's massive. Now they have another running back in. Mixing it up pretty hard. Can't get off the block. Jelani, it's going to be one-on-one against a safety who won't bring him down. And a touchdown for the Jets. Slowly killing us with a death by 1,000 cuts. Elias Herrera with the kind of stiff arm, semi-juke, if you will. It was just a straight-up stiff arm. Jabril Peppers, who was taking down bigger targets like Josh Allen last week, gets done in by what seems to be a rookie. I'm not going to say he's not a rookie. He's actually really solid. 78 overall. They have got themselves a good group of backs. We got a returner read option play. They want us to get a little funky with it. I'm not really sure what you do with a returner read option, but I'm just going to run away from all responsibility. If I don't have to worry about responsibilities, I'm chilling. Inside handoff. We bounced it way too hard. Oh, good job by Stevenson, though. Who's going to gain maybe a yard. Really not a good start on the ground. It is a tough matchup because their weakness is the safeties, but they've got pretty good corners. And we're going to hand this off inside, and we had a really good block by Faulkner. Doesn't finish it, but Stevenson does, almost gaining the first down. And unless the DN drops off, Faulkner should be wide open here. Oh, maybe not. It's going to be a tough one. Douglas holds on, though. I mean, the shortest pass completion I've seen in a while. Just about the 1 yard we needed. Inside handoff for Stevenson. And we get some blocks. Oh, what a huge setup there. And there's some really good blocks downfield. And Stevenson breaks one open to the 31-yard line. Great vision, great setting up of the blocks, and unbelievable downfield blocks by the wide receivers. I mean, we were like a second away from almost scoring a touchdown. Go back to the pass game. It's going to be a tough one to Patton's a little behind him. Oh, my God. Oh! Deflected into the hands of Polk for 11. Talk about your right place, right time. When that ball came up, I was like, oh, no, here we go. First pick of the season. It's not even deserved. What a play. Huge. We stepped up. It looks like man, but it's definitely not because Sauce is way too far off. And really good job maneuvering. We're going to go for the touchdown. It says it's a bad throw, but it's not. Faulkner with his second of the day. Could have scrambled, maybe gotten the touchdown, but I was like, Faulkner's wide open. Why wouldn't I take him? The ball was said to be bad, but it was on target. Trey Faulkner with the score. I thought we missed that. Great catch. Right foot was close, though. Look at this. Left foot easily in. Right foot, I mean, close to the boundary line, but we do it again. What a game. We're dealing 10 touchdowns, 0 picks to start out the season. Good push. Oh, can we get it? We can't, and Brees is back. Jelani Tavai put everything in his power for that reach-out pick that we ran all the way almost to the out-of-bounds line trying to recover. Like, look at this thing. I mean, he was trying. Look at this. He's still. We started the dive at, like, I don't even know what yard line. That's like another. It took him like 12 yards to recover. It was a hell of an effort. Jelani's a great player, but no one ever said that he was the most athletically gifted. Cobb not going to get there. Oh, wow, that's a nice truck move, and there goes Jelani. Gain of about 4. Brees Hall hasn't been, putting up the most impressive runs, but he's been fighting for every yard, and he's trying. Try to swat. Oh, that could be a run. And, of course, another huge hit by Jelani. Flipped him over for a gain of 7, though. Both sides not really getting to the quarterback too well in this one. Gamble. Go with the gamble of a blitz. Oh, he hurdles over a man. Huge hit by Beasley. I don't know how the hell we even found him in that pile, but good play for only a gain of 1. 2-minute warning. I mean, the Jets have played this about as perfectly as possible, and so have we. This is a game where it could come down to the final possession. Like, neither side could play it really much better. They have the clock on their side now. It's just a, case of what a play by Uche. And we overran him, but we still catch him. A loss of a ton. 10, I believe. 3rd and 19 is going to be a tough one to convert. And they're going to hurry up. I don't know if this was their plan to, like, fake us out and try to get that clock moving, but hurrying up here seems a little weird. And we got a lot of DBs in, so I'm not really too worried about it. That's what I think this was. I think on 3rd and 19, they didn't really think they were going to convert this anyways, but at least they get a lot of clock off by not forcing, by not having us use a timeout. But even then, we have timeouts, so if we do want to try to do something before half, we'll have the time to do it. All right, here we are with the punt. We actually do get a stop, so talking the Jets up a little bit there. Not a great punt either. Talking the Jets up a little bit there, and then they kind of sell a little bit, taking away their chance at a score before half. Final score of the half in general. Oh, thank God it was a bad throw. Panicked a little bit. Trey Faulkner didn't really get out his break I wanted him to, and obviously Reed was in great coverage. Really, you want to get at least a first down just to, take away their chance of getting another chance at, scoring again. And we're not going to be able to do that. I think you get a little more aggressive here on 3rd and 10. It's a tough one. Perfect throw to Polk. And he slips off the tackle, and you know what? Instead of them calling a timeout, it's going to be us. We're back on the aggressive side. Got some wheels over there. See if we want to hit him. I was going to. I almost just treated that as our Hail Mary. Sure, I don't want to throw a pick, but, I mean, we got to be realistic. Sooner or later, a pick is going to happen. And if the first pick is, you know, a selfless pick where we're just trying to go for something before half, why not? Oh, that was a 50-50 ball. DJ Reed is playing really well right now, which is not good for us because obviously Sauce is playing even better. It's not a good time. Oh, what a throw! Polk's going to catch it and get out of bounds. Drake May swallowed up alive and just somehow floats that ball up there to give him a chance. Almost tucked the thing and still just got it off just in time. Once again, taking that shot if we have to. It's a little behind him. If the ball's not behind him, Patton maybe comes down with it. But it is tough. The ones that usually get away from the receiver are the ones that are picked off. So it's scary. Get to Faulkner, trying to get a completion. We get out of bounds, but it's only for 2. Gonna say the Jets are making us earn this one. Baker, quick throw. Could be our look, though. Be wide open. It's underthrown. Oh my. Did we get too excited because he was open and released it too early? I mean, that should be the easiest throw in the world and we miss it. Oh, that's points. That's points gone. That sucks. Either way, let's try to put up a better punt than they did. That's exactly what we're going to do. It's a great punt. Down to the 2. I mean, they're not even safe here. You know, you don't want to necessarily go empty, but you kind of do in a way. I mean, this is a safety chance. Which he's going to get it! Safety! 2 free points. That was really close, though. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't just cut back left here. The fullback gets pushed too hard. He's out. Man, when do they call this not... That looks like... I mean, he's clearly out, no? This isn't his own power, is it? I think they might have got that one wrong. Home field advantage. Don't mind if I do. Get out of our way. And as much as it's a quit while you're ahead type of situation, I'll try one screen pass. Why wouldn't I? One screen pass could set up a Hail Mary attempt. Or nothing at all because our running back gets pushed all the way back into us. Oh, well. It'll be a 2-point lead heading into halftime. A weird scoring game where both teams couldn't be stopped and then both teams couldn't score. It's a weird one. But hey, we're on top of said weird one. Up by 2 with ball at half. Get back to our normal play style. If we can try to run the ball a little bit better, that'd be great. So far, not so good. Game 1, pretty good. Game 2, not so good on the ground. Game 3, even worse, surprisingly. Then, of course, you have the Bills and the Dolphins. A lot of division rival matchups early on in this this division as the Bills are taking care of business 14-0. And that's the way I see this kind of division right now as well. I see that the Dolphins, weirdly enough, might be the worst team here. The Giants winning against the Commanders, even though they're 0-2. Both teams severely lacking in the running back department. Wide receiver 1's looking good, though, even though they're not playing super well. Then you have Detroit versus Houston, which is kind of a weird matchup. Don't see them kind of clashing too often, it feels. 7-7, about to be halftime. And then looking at this one, the Jets playing our game more than we even are, which is really surprising. We're actually going with the deeper shots, and our run game really isn't developing super well, but ultimately we do have the lead and possession. Going to be focusing on running the ball inside and defending the run inside. I think those are the big focuses for both teams right now. As Harper, oh lord, going to run away from everybody because we have no blocks. We get about as much as humanly possible there. There's a lot of option stuff in this playbook, but I just don't, I don't really want to risk Drake May and that kind of stuff too much. Oh, big blocks. I can't believe we got chased down there, but still almost 10. This is a play that, can work. It's just kind of tough to get the time to throw it. Can't throw it away, and we barely do. Thankfully, it's not a fumble. Saw that guy coming in free. Big opportunity there for the Jets to, take us down for a loss, make it a tough third down. Instead, it's 3rd and inches, which with Ramondre is always guaranteed. And there he goes. Breaking one free for a big gainer. 7 for 76. That really isn't how the run game feels today. You know, it's 2 runs for 60 yards, really, and the rest is, 5 for 10. But ultimately, those runs do count. Those are big plays. It's always weird to gauge them because, you get a big run and you're like, well, this game really wasn't as good as you thought it was because you take away this. It's like, well, you can't take it away because that was actually a big play and it led to something big. As Sauce gets completely sauced up. Gain at 12. You can see that Bell actually gets injured on said play, unfortunately. Looks like a blitz. We knew it was a blitz, and we just didn't have anybody to throw to. Go back to the ground game. And we get some pretty damn good blocks, actually. Couldn't switch hands, so that's fine. It's another first down. And this is a big injury now as Quentin Williams seems to be hurt. Pulled groin for Jaheim Bell. It is now up to Alan Lazard to take over. This kind of backup blocking assignments. Don't usually have 2 tight ends in that much anyways, which is weird for a Patriots team, as Douglas looking to the outside for 9. There's a read option here. I don't see a world where handing this ball off isn't the right decision, so I'm just going to hand it off straight up. 1 to beat. Runs through him, but it's going to be 1 yard short. We're going to hurry up to the line here, and I think that's going to do enough to pull them out of the play. Oh, there goes Drake May for the touchdown. Had them scrambling, and they couldn't get the push. Drake May with the fake-out spike celebration. We love to see that. Gave him a head fake, even, the defender. Like, you see, we stepped in, cut left, and then stepped right. That safety proven to be massive, and they have a mistake at the 3 where the ball deflects off a player. He doesn't realize it, doesn't pick it up and run with it right away, and it'll be a second safety of the game. Trying to explain how they got to this story, and it's a second safety committed by the Jets. Azeez Ojulari backside. Lucky tucked it in time as that could have been a fumble. And the Jets are collapsing. 2 safeties in a game. I mean, how often do you see a safety in general, let alone from the same team? Not getting help again. I mean, a safety punter, we're not even getting to the 30. That's crazy. Ramondre Stevenson averaging 10.7 yards per carry this game. Once again, mainly off those 2 big runs, but the other runs are starting to develop a little bit too. And considering the mistakes from this Jets offense, you're only going to assume it's going to get worse. As Drake May will take off. Can we get the block? We can. Drake May down the sideline. Fumbles! What a recovery by the left tackle, Blackwell. Drake May's first kind of mistake, if you will. Almost fumbling the ball away. Thought we had a chance to try and tightrope it, and we were mistaken. Try to streak of Faulkner, see if it's zone coverage. We're in some trouble. It's a lot to ask for. It was close, but a lot to ask for. Back to Ramondre, who's in the zone. Pretty good blocking. Oh, Ramondre bouncing off, gains 8. 3rd and 2 now. Tough to defend. Get the wide zone, going to flip it left, though, as there's nobody here. I mean, this is about as easy as it's going to get. As Ramondre barrels through for 5. And now Faulkner is injured. We're down to just Alan Lazard as tight end 1. Oh, no. I don't like that any bit. Going to Douglas on the sweep. Worked out last time. Didn't this time. Cut it inside just to get back to the line. Tell me Faulkner's not hurt. I mean, it was one of those not going back to the locker room situations, so you would hope. But you don't know. That's a tough one. Polk catches it. Tries to slip off. Gains 8. See what Faulkner's looking like. Ankle bruise. As expected. Nothing major, but don't want him to come back out there. Alan Lazard, he's tight end 1. It's kind of crazy. There we go. What a play. What a move. Ramondre inside of the 25. Bought ourselves some more time with the scramble out. Admittedly was potentially looking to scramble, but we settled down a little bit. We're in trouble. Throw it away. I like that throwaway. Drake May's percentage is obviously going to be dropping hard with this one. The Jets have been bringing the heat. Try to confuse him a little bit with this screen pass. And we're out there. Great blocking. Try to hurdle, and Stevenson goes flying to the 13. When do you ever see Stevenson hurdle, you know? It's just like, I was like, hey, let's give him a chance. See how shallow they want to play this. Maybe Patton in behind. It's a tough one. Don't know why he hopped for it. You're 5'9", dude. Putting your hands all the way up is like a normal player hopping. You don't need to hop. Not sure the decision there, but either way, Faulkner's back. Ricard is going to play one of the tight end roles, though, because we're out of options. And there goes Stevenson trying to break it outside for 6. A field goal stop here for them would be massive, though. This will kind of get them back into the realm of that, 2-possession game. More traditional 2-possession, I should say. And we're going to be in trouble from behind. Sacked. Maybe could have forced one in there on the slant. Field goal is hit. I do have to say, though, I like this whole new, almost Josh Allen way of playing with Drake May. Oh, huge play for Breece Hall. Gain of about 12. But yeah, that's basically the new style of Drake May right now, is just kind of that Josh Allen. Scrambly, generalized accuracy. Take care of the football when you need to, but take the risk when it's there. Jets have definitely made it tougher on us than most teams so far. Made it to business decision, which hell dialed it as well. Shot to the knee. All right, fourth quarter. Safeties from the Jets offense really putting the defense in a tough spot. And with that being said, the Jets defense is still trying to hold up as much as possible. It's a 14-point game, but the Jets are in position. We've played it safer for the most part than any other game as well. I think we're doing an okay job with that. Oh, that's a good play. And huge stop. 4th and inches. You got to go for this. They are in agreement. Who are we bringing here, Jabril? Oh, it's going to be a QB keeper. We did not see that coming, except for the DT. The rookie Cobb denies him. How they couldn't get a yard at that look is shocking to me, but a win for the defense. That could be game when it's all said and done, as Ramondre bounces it as hard as he can, gains 3. You're knocking him out of the zone no time soon, I'll tell you that much. Kind of zig outs. There goes Faulkner, great throw, and he's got room. He's got speed. Faulkner beating DBs even to the 23. Do not want to lose him long term anytime soon. Looking for the deep, drawn-out play-action play. See if we have the time for it. Oh, no. Thank God he swatted it. Don't know where that's not illegal contact or PI, but sure. Not exactly what you call this. I guess you call this defending. I don't know what this is, but apparently that's playing defense. Let's just play the smart ball. Let's just run the ball a couple times. We kick a field goal, we kick a field goal. Great cutback. Ramondre gets the first down. You get the field goal, you get a touchdown, sweet. Protect that football, win the game. There's really not much more they can do about it if we just run the ball down on them. Good cutback in, gains 3. Oh no! Ramondre is in severe pain. He's just being looked at, though. I think this is fine, but damn, these injuries. Back to the OG. Gibson. Also, is Quentin back in just now, or was he already back in? Gain of 1. Once again, we're just going to be playing it smart no matter who the back is. As much as it's really tempting to throw the ball, we just, kick the field goal and you win the game pretty much. And with Gibson, you win it anyways. As he walks in for a touchdown. I don't know why the celebration's so slow. Antonio Gibson's going to call a game. The Jets, like most teams against us in the second half, crumble. As Gibson is wide open in there for the game winner. Team's looking pretty good. I mean, we got great players for the most part across the board, so it does make sense. But still, I'm impressed. It's a great start. And Garrett Wilson, I mean, they should have forced the ball to him more this game. I feel like they're forcing it to Mike Williams more than anyone. And he's just not as dynamic as Garrett Wilson by even half a margin. And that will be a left tackle mistake, it seems. Okay, he's really pissed off by a neutral zone infraction. Or encroachment apparently touched him. Yeah, I don't know why he's so pissed off. The tackle got the call. What is he so mad about? We're on this. Oh, we're not on that, though. As Shaheed catches the ball to the 25-yard line. Going with the blitz, trying to get this youngster to make a mistake again. Call the game. Gamble. Oh, huge hit by Dial. Gamble's had a great game, though. Great season, once again. Mixed up the words a little bit. It's great season, not game. Try to swat. Nowhere to swat to. Uche breaks free. Can we get over that? Oh, my God. We just sold really hard. Good strip attempt by Cobb. To the 7 goes Kelly. Oh, good move by Cobb. Chase down. Field goal. Great chase down there from the 7-yard line. Gamble. Gamble's out here playing everything, and we did enough to get him to slide. A lot of backups in right now as we are juiced. And we have the cutback covered. Is that Khalil Mack and Ojulari combining for a sack? I think it is. Oh, God. We got pushed. We got pushed. No! Huge play to the outside, Breece Hall. And here we are with the onside kick. See how they kick this one. Right to Douglas. Try to bounce it left. Couldn't. To the 45-yard line. They need all the stops in the world, which they probably won't get. Ramondre is back in action in the zone. We're going to keep him out of this one. And our own lineman kind of took us down there. Gain of 1 only. Little fake out motion. As Ramondre is going to get almost the first down here. Haven't had a whole lot of Pat Ricard action, so we're going to go with the fullback dive. And as usual, it's about as easy as you can get, and that'll be the game. And maybe not our best passing game, but still mistakeless through the air. 10 touchdowns, 0 picks. And another win for the Patriots. 3-0 against division rivals and just on the season in general. The Jets' offense was really the biggest culprit in this one where, you know, they were looking really good in the first half and then just really nothing until right at the end when we were kind of just playing back, trying to let them waste the clock for us. Faulkner was amazing in this game, and there was some injuries that we luckily got away with. I think we had like 3 or 4 injuries, and from what I'm understanding, I don't think any of them are serious. I can't remember what Bell's was. But, yeah, we got lucky. There was some pretty big names that got hurt, and thankfully they're not long-term. Completion percentage, definitely Drake May's worst of the season. Kelly wasn't that bad. It's just they weren't taking the risks they needed to win the game. Stevenson back on top with his run game. 3 broken tackles. Breece Hall with 3 as well, but nowhere near the rushing attack that we had with Stevenson. Faulkner was great with 2 touchdowns, 86 yards. Polk, 65 yards. Stevenson, 45. Didn't get Patton involved too much. A 3-yard catch. Obviously, that's the Sauce Gardner effect. Pass rush, 1.5 for Ojulari, 1 for Kinlaw, 1 for Johnson, 1 for Uche, and a half for Mack. Like we said, he comes in and, you know, barely comes in, and of course, he gets involved. And I guess Bell's injury was pretty big as we have a new injury to add to the list. It is a 4-week pulled groin. I didn't know you could get injured doing that. I mean, what? Let's move on to week 4 against the Miami Dolphins, where we go right back to where we kind of started. Week 6 is a bye week. Does that actually help us? Talked about an early bye week, but I actually don't even know if it helps us. Barmore, I think, will be back during the bye, who is obviously a bigger player for us than Mitchell. So it helps, but it's not really that great. Press conference, see what we got. Is it because of how good of a start we have and we're going against a division rival, or what's the story? Next question, what do we got? Give it to me straight. Let's talk about Drake May and how he's played to this point. I mean, amazingly would be the answer to that. What has he done well so far this season? No picks? Please tell me there's an option for that. Oh, avoiding turnovers, right? I swear to God, if they're like, I don't think so. See, he's got 0 picks. He's had 0 picks. Are you a dumb bitch? Hello? Excuse me. Not knowing his stats, he has 0 picks. Thank God he's a team player. What a guy. What did they want from me? Like, what stat? What do you want from me? He's had 0 picks thrown. That's the most impressive stat here. Other quarterbacks have more touchdowns. Other quarterbacks have more yards. Other quarterbacks have higher completion percentages. Other quarterbacks also have better passer rating. They have better yards per attempt. The only thing he has on anyone is his touchdown to pick ratio being perfect. I don't know what we're doing here, but sure. Yeah, you're right, lady. See, I wouldn't hit a woman, but at the same time, you know, sometimes. Let's take a look at the Miami Dolphins, who have no injuries. Do we roll out 2 tight ends and Pat Ricard as the third? Why not? That's good enough for me. Of course, we know a lot about this Miami Dolphins team that usually is taking the shot deep. Didn't really do that against us, though. So we're going to say defend short. And we are once again going to attack the inside of that run defense. That D-line is not made for it. This is the squad for the focus players. And I feel like maybe the pass, the offensive lineman sliders might need to go up slightly. I'm feeling like Blackwell, who especially is a superstar, really isn't getting many upgrade points. It's a really nice upgrade that we'll take it. His base blocking is amazing. Run block power might be the next focus, power blocking in general. But yeah, he's really not developing as quickly as I thought. Starter really early on, and just, even though he's a superstar, it's really not done much. But we're also about to have a massive coordinator thing soon. After this one, we are now up to speed boosts. You get up to 2 speed boosts for the DC upgrade, so getting close. Getting very close, as we're about to take on the Miami Dolphins for the second and potentially final time, depending on how they play, and we play, really, to potentially make the playoffs or not. But here it is, on the road this time. Also, not a primetime game. Here we are, Trey Faulkner. Not a bad start to the season. 3 touchdowns. 10 catches for 153 yards. Really good yards after the catch season for him so far. Many plays that, normally would go for about 5 or 6. You go for 30 with him. This Patriots team, they know how to find tight end, and we have found ourselves another one. 6'4", fast, reliable, and one of our better weapons for sure. Polk is wide receiver 1, receiver 1. Trey Faulkner's number 2. The rest, they all help in their own ways, but still a little bit of a work in progress there. As we once again talk about the narrative that these division games early on have been flying. Already about to be done in our series against the Miami Dolphins. They're wearing their orange color rush for this game, trying to spark something to try and beat us, as we've, just like during the Brady era, kind of dominated them lately. As we're going to be kicking the ball off first. Those helmets don't really feel like they match at all. Huge hit to the 26-yard line. We're going to be seeing Tua Tagovailoa, who I believe had 2 interceptions against us the last time we played him. And his season total, 7-2, so might have actually only had those 2 picks against us. Will they have a different game plan? Last time, talked about how we were expecting deep, didn't really get taken deep that much. Pause. Sus. And this time we're going to say short. And we're out there with Beasley. Great defense. Kind of didn't need the help, fellas. You kind of helped him. But even without Barmore, we have found ways to supplement the weaknesses there. Bringing linebackers in and slowing the run game down as much as possible. Going to step up on this drag. And Tua's kind of like us. Has a couple of quick reads, doesn't take them. And because of that, the defense settles in. And you have to throw it away. Had a lot of that happen to us last week. Cover 4. I feel like this is their kind of shot look. And we're on... Oh, what a throw. Jelani Tavai beat deep. Great chase down, though, on A-Chain, who is really fast. Surprised we even caught him. But yeah, we actually did really well there, and just no pressure, unfortunately. And obviously, sooner or later, somebody's going to get open if you take that long to get to the QB. Super motion team. Uche gets out there, but Ojulari, who's been amazing to start this season, brings him down for the loss of 9. It must be contract time soon, huh? It must be contract time, because he has exploded onto the scene. Marcellus Dial, who's been pretty damn solid this season too. Oh, no. That was a free play that they did not take advantage of. We bringing the blitz with him over there. Oh, my. Did you see that pancake block? Great defense, though. Is going to gain nothing. That left tackle crushed Ojulari, I think it was. It was actually Beasley that got crushed. I don't even know how he did it. He just ran through him. A little bit of man coverage. We're playing a bit off here. What? Oh, he knows. And it's going to be kind of like a screen. We step inside. Thankfully, he doesn't get to that outside. We kind of gave him a freebie there. And they gain nothing. And the scariest thing you can do against us with the run game we have is to have possession first and come away with 0 points. What a punt, by the way. I don't know how Harper's not getting there sooner. What a punt to the 4-yard line. Let's take a look at Drake May's numbers. The reporter says we don't know him. Apparently, this is what a very high turnover season looks like. 10 touchdowns, 0 picks. A lot of turnovers. One thing that scares me is I'm pretty sure even both of the last 2 seasons we started out with, almost no turnovers, and then they start flying. And speaking of flying, Ramondre flying through the middle. Gaining 9 last week. Great game week 1. Great game week 2. Not so much. It was starting to maybe look like, hey, his run game's kind of slowing down from us, right? Oh, look at the rookie Patton. Great route. Perfect throw. Oh, no foot down. I've got to challenge this. There's no way he doesn't get that right foot down. I don't believe it for a second. Unless he, dropped it on the way down. That's a catch. Left foot down, right foot down. What are we talking about? The referees need to be held accountable. That is a terrible call. Corrected with one of our only 2 challenges we get, mind you. Out again. Patton, perfect. Similar type of catch. 29 yards. That's 26 yards more than last week. Not sure who they're covering there, but we'll take the freebies. Try to win him Rookie of the Year. That'd be great. As Jeromepkr is going to show off speed that most players don't realize he has. Gains 5. No Keaton Mitchell still obviously means that we're going to be toting the rock very heavily with Stevenson. Barreling through players for a gain of 3. 3rd and 2 now. We like this kind of RPO. Gives the receiver a chance if they're not coming up on it. Which they're not. That juke move from Polk is kind of crazy now. Gains 6. Surprised he didn't break the ankles. Not sure why anyone would give him the kind of time that he had on that catch, but we'll take it. Faulkner, it's a little behind now, but he's so fast. Great catch. 11-yarder, first down. We'll say that's the big thing so far this year is having 2 guys that are really good at getting open. Whereas last year was, of course, just Polk. Oh, what a juke move. Going to gain 7 on that juke with Stevenson that could get open consistently. You know, now you've got, obviously, Faulkner. Douglas is great. They're on it this time. Ramondre, no stiff arm. Should have went with the truck anyways, but figured we were moving left away from him that, you know, the stiff arm would have been smarter. Still, it'll be 2 yards. It'll be a setup play here for 3rd and 1. And we'll have a lot of room. Juke move, I'm surprised it didn't work. Great tackle by Holland to the 10. Going to go in motion. Usually this is just a play to Stevenson, really. You got a tackle going to the end zone, which is interesting always. Nice little floater. Stevenson trucking air out of bounds for a gain of 4. We got a sweep. I mean, if we can cover, you know, who's this? Phillips, Chubb, whoever it is. Nice move. Juke move did nothing. Good try by Douglas. I mean, that was a losing effort for the offensive line. So many players on the wrong side of the field for them, and we don't block as usual on those plays. And we're not going to get that ball out there for the screen. I mean, we get the ball out there. It's just Stevenson struggling to get out himself, and it'll be a field goal, very low scoring first quarter. And the field goal is missed. Chip shots, man, you know, they miss, they happen, but I can't believe Joey Sly missed it. You would have assumed a bad snap or something. The game's going to remain 0-all day to throw, and we're the ones that have to bring down Tua with a huge hit. And we're moving around, we're covering around. We got a guy staring down the QB the whole way, and he doesn't come up. I don't know what that's about. Ooh, he should have ran that, and he's wide open. That's our job, but wow, he barely gets the first down. That's crazy. That's our job, but at the same time, you know, we had all that pressure and we couldn't finish it. Bit surprised. See if Uche can step it up a little bit as Ojulari has absolutely outshined him. Oh, that's a really bad decision. All the blocks in the world. Gamble gets picked up. 1 to beat. Overran. Waddle's still going to the 24-yard line. Huge play. I don't know what it is, but the touch pass is obviously miles better than the sweep, and it's crazy. Oh, it's a free play for Beasley. He's going to take advantage of the offensive lineman sleeping. Loss of 3 on a nano, basically. We're going to be out deep. We're going to be beat. Not as bad as the far outside. Huge hit out of bounds. First down to the 10. Looked like we were going to score the first points. Might have been a touchdown, and instead we get no points, and it's going to be them scoring the first ones likely. We're bringing the blitz. We're kind of moving all over the place with Dial here. Oh, that's a great throw. I mean, we can't cover that. I didn't realize it was Jelani Tavai on Tyreek either. The end of the second quarter hasn't necessarily been our greatest effort so far this season. Let's see if we can maybe turn that around a little bit. Really good blocking there. We get to about the 30. But yeah, so far scoreless halfway through the second. So we make something happen here. There goes the rookie Patton. Great throw, great catch. Look at all those yards. Slips all the way out of bounds to the 39-yard line. We got a 5 wide, and honestly, we don't need to. I really should have dialed this back a little bit. We got a little excited for our own good. We're going to step up. Wide open Polk. Not a great throw, but gets it there. Don't know why every throw on the run is bad. There must be, you know, needed to be like a different release or something for that, because being on the run shouldn't automatically mean, oh, the throw is going to suck, because our guy has good throw on the run. And I was going to say, yeah, we need to slow this down a little bit, but at the same time, it's working. So why go away with, from what's working? As Stevenson gains about 3. You got Stick. Could probably just run the ball again, to be honest. And we will. Stevenson, get a push. No help. Hurry up to the line. See if we can get that quick throw in there. There's nobody on him. Gets blasted, but holds on. Touchdown, Drake May. That was a quick drive. Maybe for not our own good. Drake May early on is making a strong case for early MVP. A lot of total touchdowns, not a whole lot of total turnovers. And some wins. Oh, that's going to be picked. Perfectly read. We're going to go down. Why should Jelani Tavai take damage for nothing? Miami makes a massive mistake, and this could be the turning point. All the momentum in the world towards us now. Thought we needed to cover that drag, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make it to that anyways. Let's cover the deep over, and we did a great job there. Another drag route. Patton gained 7. I suppose the other route was actually a deep in. Let's see if we can try to catch Ramsey. I mean, there's nobody on Patton again. But let's say catch Ramsey just playing off as he has all game long for some reason. Almost wonder if Patton really is a special type of wide receiver, if he's, giving him this much leverage. Playing it too safe to be like, oh, well, I'm not going to get beat over top. It's like, yeah, well, you're getting gashed for every other gain. Screen pass barely gets out there. Great job by Drake May to extend that one. And there goes Stevenson burying players again to the 10. And I get it. It's not good for the offensive line, but how many times do you see a back-to-back screen call? And we're going to get out there. And we're going to get some good blocks. And Stevenson's going to score on it. In what universe is the defense expecting back-to-back screens? Huge call. Game leading. I was going to use Ojulari, but for the most part, he's done pretty well on his own this season. Ooh, good push. That's a pretty good play. And Tyreek gets blasted by Gamble. I feel like if Tyreek Hill was younger than he is now, he would have had a better chance at it. It's usually one he comes down with. Kick it off the block with Cobb. Pretty good throw. They kind of fought over the ball. I'm surprised they even caught it. They're calling a timeout on 3rd and 2. It seems a little maybe predetermined. Maybe a little scary. If we get a stop here, we're obviously calling a timeout ourselves. Screen pass. And we're all over that, but he breaks the tackle. A-Chain just maybe changed the game hard with that. That's a drive stopper, our ball, maybe a score before half. Instead, their drive continues, and they might score before half. Go back way too late. Yeah. Way too late on that. Trying to set up a bait. Instead, we gave him a lot of yards. Let's maybe cover him a little bit better than that. Gonzalez. Spin move not going to happen over the middle. Wide open. Try to blast him. Couldn't get in. That will be a touchdown of Jalen Waddle, who's been the better of the two speedsters, at least this season, against us. If that's how he plays that line directly across him as a guy, I imagine we didn't move him over. Would have been even easier. And that's hard to believe because it really couldn't get much easier than that. Harper to the 33. All right, let's see what we got. A couple of drags in there. Polk wide open. Gains about 8. Timeout. Trying to set up a field goal. Comeback route. Nobody on the running back. We'll gain about another 8, I'd say. Now, it would be nice to get a little deeper this next time we're going for a timeout. See if it's possible. It's a tough one. Great catch. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Put in the spot where only he could really do something with it. Great play. Stepping up. Faulkner. Oh, it's a great play. Faulkner into the 1. Already have more yards in the first half. Missing only 1 throw out of 17 than we did all of last game. What a play. Faulkner understanding the assignment. Same with Patton. I'd have to be tempted for them to, for us to challenge us and look back at this. I mean, this was close to a touchdown. What a play this was. That foot goes out slightly early. So close. Let's see what we got with a pass instead of a run. Ramondre, touchdown. They were expecting run. They stacked the middle. Decided to go with the throw, and it works out perfectly. What a drive. Playing to our strengths this season. Getting rid of the ball quicker. More movement from Drake May. The line has played so much better. Didn't realize we were going for a Hail Mary here, and this is going to be an Ojulari strip sack. And they're lucky there wasn't more time, as that could have been a field goal. Ojulari is having a year. We're going to be taking this game into halftime, leading 21-14. A masterclass of offense, especially through the air by Jeromepkr. And, I mean, it's still early, but, I mean, how can you lose when you're playing like this? Let's keep it up in the second half. Jets versus Bills. The Bills winning against the Jets 10-7. Bills looking like a pretty big competition for us. Jets not looking so bad themselves, to be honest. You have the Vikings versus the Cardinals. Who gives a damn? The Vikings kind of smoking the Cardinals here, 2-1. 0 completions almost in the whole first half, as J.J. McCarthy with 87 yards on 7 for 8. Then you have Detroit versus Chicago, a real big close one there. Efficiency battle between the two QBs. And looking at this one, we have been nearly perfect with Jeromepkr all season long, especially in this game, though, missing 1 throw out of 17. On the move quite a bit this game. Ramondre, 2 receiving touchdowns. We've been almost perfect. And we're going to go back to running the ball inside and, I suppose, defending short. It's been what's worked. Maybe you can argue that their medium pass game's developing a little bit more lately, but I'm fine. I'm fine with what we got. Harper's been the better of the 2 return men technically this year, only because of the blocks. As, you know, great example there as he gets to the 39, just basically running a straight line. As Jeromepkr, once again, he's actually had 18 attempts, only missing 1 throw. Keep it up. See what kind of percentage we can get to at the end of this one. And there's no one on Ramondre, who's had a lot of touches this season so far. But hey, it's not our job. It's not our job to stop us. I'm going to throw to whoever's damn open. Pretty good coverage, and yeah, Jalen Ramsey going to get that one. Great coverage by Jalen there. Considering the leverage he let up, that was really surprising. Quick throw, looking like a blitz, telling me Faulkner might be wide open. He's not really, but he's open enough. First down. Dependable. Was expecting that heat. Didn't have it. We'll still get the first down. Stretch play, they get a really good push. Yeah, and that's going to be a holding on top of it. Ramondre trying to turn it into a positive gainer, but that's coming back no matter what. I can't believe. Is that Bradley Chubb again with the push? I don't know how he does what he does. He's insane. He pushed our left tackle back multiple yards while our guy was holding. Can we change this to something like where our receiver's wide open? I can't believe they actually covered this. Oh, what a play, Ramondre! Oh, we needed that to be a huge one. We only gained 2. That had a chance to go. It was almost like a screen pass. Oh, that sucks. There was an opportunity there for some big yardage. And speaking of, oh my God, Douglas gets killed. 5 yards. As fitting as ever, screen pass. We're just so ever so slightly out of field goal range. Screen pass is out there, and we get good enough blocks for the conversion. I don't know why every team against us on third down isn't looking screen. It's one of our most deadliest, consistent plays. Yet teams just don't see it coming. Oh, Patton could score. It's a terrible throw. Oh, Patton's scoring on that. Oh, that is pure pain. He cooked him alive. Patton's giving me like taller Devontae vibes right now. Oh, there goes Stevenson. It might not matter. To the 6. What a run. Stevenson 9 for 80 on the day. Those big plays haven't really been there this game, but sometimes they show up. Oh my. Pretty much a free rush. Pharrell coming in. Huge sack. So you got option route for Polk. Nobody on Faulkner. Juke move inside. Can't get there. Spins to the 2. Back to our favorite play, which is always, hit or miss. Going with stick. Hesitating a little bit. Jeromepkr. Oh, we ran out of juice. It's going to be a tougher field goal, but should still be obtainable. I thought we had a chance to roll that all the way out, but I think just too much scrambling on that drive caught up with us. And we did miss a field goal earlier, so let's try not to do that again, if you don't mind. Looks pretty good to me, and it will be up and good. 10-point lead. 3 minutes in the third. It's still anyone's game. A little bit of man coverage. Got the safeties playing over top. I don't know why no one's chasing him. Wow, what a play by Roberson. A loss of 1 from the DT chasing down Tyreek Hill. He must have cut back inside. There's no way. That was impressive. Ojulari, screen pass. We're out there. What a tackle loss. of 2. Harper on the return. Let's see if we can create something here. As we're going to get a nice lead block. We're going to try to cut this back inside. Ooh, if it wasn't for that initial guy that we blocked, we would have had a chance to slip it through. From the 31-yard line, up by 10. Ramondre is going to find a lot of room for 11. Our offensive line is definitely better than their D-line by a lot. It's not even close. As Ramondre bouncing gets 6. And now we're basically in, I would think, chew clock mode. Lot to ask for. And it's a great throw. Dropped right into Polk. Jeromepkr can do no wrong. 4th quarter, fresh set of downs, up 10. I mean, that's just a throw and a half. It really is. Jeromepkr has been amazing. A lot of sacked quarterbacks for the highlights. That fumble, he just ditched that ball. He's like, please don't hurt me anymore, sir. It's 1st and 10. I still kind of want to go for... Yeah, I kind of want to run back, though, just in case you have no one to throw to. I want to go for the go routes. What a catch. Rolls over on it for 4. Maybe not the worst time to run that, as they came in with the blitz instantly. If there was ever a one-on-one go route opportunity, that would have been it. And we're instantly sacked by Chubb, their best player. Corner routes, the amount of success we've had on these has been pretty impressive. It really has been. They just can't cover it. Polk, another one. He's been such a goon on those jumper situations. And the drive continues. They had us reeling. You got that play action play. It's a lot to ask for. Drop by Faulkner. Oh, it's not Faulkner. It's Robinson. Robinson's athletic as hell. I've mistaken him for Faulkner. They're bringing it. Douglas. Good throw. Douglas slips for the touchdown. The Dolphins can't stop us. We wasted the clock so well there. That's the dagger. I will say, though, if Onwenu or Sheriff really gets injured, our offense, it just tumbles. The amount of rollouts to the right this season, it has been huge for us. If we didn't have that edge set or the DT inside, set on that right side, our offense dies. I mean, so many rollouts. It's crucial for us. Tyreek bounces off of it. It's going to be inches. So yeah, please, Onwenu, do not get hurt this year. We seem like we always have him hurt. Do not want to, because we're having I want to say historically good offensive season, but it could reach that at some point if we continue with the protecting of the football. And Mapu, 1st down, allowed to A-Chain. Miami looking okay out the gate and then kind of regressing back to how they finished that game the first time around. And nobody can cover these 2 wide receivers one-on-one. Get a press on Tyreek if we can. I don't care about your motion. Tyreek's the guy that scares me. What are you going to do to scare me? Got that crosser potentially. Is it? I don't know what it... Oh, my God, I'm dead. Don't know why he didn't take that, though. He has him. And Tua just takes off for a gain of 1. I don't know what that route is from Tyreek Hill, but that was kind of filthy. He doesn't motion back over, which we kind of thought he would. We're on the tight end. He's going to take the shot this time, though, and McKenzie, who has bricks for hands, doesn't come down with it. So one real big downfall is the DBs we got. They're really bad at catching. McKenzie's in the 50s, I think. It's so bad. Can't cover him. But it doesn't matter as Dial's going to get the sack. 4th on the day for the team. I think we might already have 10 sacks plus on the season. And what we do have is a 4-0 undefeated start. Look at the blocks. Good pickup. There goes Ramondre. Gets another one. Ramondre down the sideline to the 12-yard line. Huge gainer. Jeromepkr, what a game. Missing 4 throws out of 32. 300-plus yards with 3 touchdowns through the air. They're bringing it. We're going to be bringing a pass. This is obviously a blitz. Polk. High point. Touchdown, Polk. Oh, no. Unguardable. They're mad. We don't care. We don't have to see you ugly mugs again. Till potentially the playoffs where they win the only one that matters. Knowing our luck. And of course, in 3 plays, they find a way to score when we're not out there. As we'll have another game where we put up 30 points on the season. 38-22 over the Miami Dolphins. Scoring has not been a challenge for us this year. Not a great start to this game either. Yet, the Dolphins making some mistakes. And once again, that explosiveness downfield really hasn't been there for him this year. Like, I'm pretty sure last season, every game they had a launch early on in the game to, like, Tyreek or Jalen. This one, they really haven't had it. I mean, their biggest play was, a jet touch pass that went for 50, but it wasn't, a deep shot throw. It's like we don't have to worry about the deep game anymore, and, we're able to just play everything underneath and slow them down. I don't know if it's Tua not reading the field or what's the story, but great game from us. Tua wasn't even that bad statistically. It's just we weren't allowing them to score, and we weren't allowing them to stop us from scoring. Drake May, once again, talking about how he's basically playing like Josh Allen now, which is great, except has less picks. Stevenson, 184 yards. I mean, this was a perfect game. Stevenson, player of the week, potentially. I know Drake May has 5 total touchdowns. Nah, Drake May is definitely getting 5 total touchdowns. It's hard to beat. But a really good game from Stevenson anyways. Polk with 87 and a touchdown. Patton had 73 yards. The touchdowns are really rare for him, though, unfortunately. Faulkner with 63 yards. I mean, this is a really good team effort again. Ojulari with 2 sacks, mind you. A bunch of sacks for them. 1 for Dial, 1 for Beasley, and a pick for Jelani Tavai. We missed a field goal, but we did not miss out on the chance to go 4-0. Did we avoid injuries this time? I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Pretty sure also possession is the better of the two. I think so. Won a truck, which is great. Won a stiff arm, which is great. Won a short route, which is great. Release, medium route, catching. Not bad. Not bad. We want to get that trucking up as much as possible, so I'm not really sure what does it, but so far, possession has been so good. Marcellus Dial, once again, a guy that is a star dev player. Had that random dev up last year, which kind of gave him the starting job, if you will, this year, and he's been great. Man coverage is awesome. Zone coverage needs some work, but he's looking pretty solid. And then the rookie Palmer, obviously interior, needs some work with power blocking. That's what we're going to be giving him. Really good base blocking ratings, 2 to each, but nothing really else, elsewise, which I know is very important. But yeah, avoided the injuries finally, and speaking of, we have a bye week coming up to try and get Keaton Mitchell back with only 1 more game played. The Green Bay Packers are next. Statistically, bottom ticker-wise, not really seeing them starting out really well, so I like our odds against them, but still, I highly doubt we'll go 17-0, so at some point, we're going to have a team that's going to beat us. Could it be them? I don't know. Regardless, if you guys enjoy this one, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate getting support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PKR Plays Not Madden content. And if there's any suggestions you have, sliders, what we should do with our roster, should we sign a new player because, we have injuries, trade for a guy, trade away a guy, let me know in the comment section below. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And shout out once again to the channel members. If you guys are interested in joining as a member, click the join button. It should be somewhere down there near the description or above it, wherever you might find it. And all the details will be in there. Regardless, though, once again, thanks again. And see ya.